welcome to tonight's induction ceremony for the Mineral Point chapter of the National Honor Society. Not only will we recognize the newest members, but also our seniors who will be leaving us soon. It is our pleasure to recognize all the hard work that these fine young women and men have gone through to get to this point. We're very glad that all of you could be here tonight to share in their accomplishments. Congratulations to our newest members. Along with the honors come added responsibility. Most people think that the only thing I need to do is get good grades in order to be in the NHS. But if you look closely at the emblem, you see the 4 letters, CSLS, and they stand for Character, Service, Leadership, and Scholarship. So scholarship is only 1/4 of the requirement. Just because someone gets good grades does not mean they automatically qualify for the National Honor Society. It is important that each member understands that they need to maintain good grades in order to stay in the National Honor Society. But it is also equally important that they demonstrate service, leadership, and character. Members can be removed for failing to maintain high levels of expectations for every member in any one of those 4 pillars. There is a service requirement that students must meet. If you help others and give something back, I guarantee you will discover that while public service improves the lives of the world around you, its greatest reward is the enrichment and new meaning it will bring to your own life. Former Governor of California, Arnold Schwarzenegger. There is an expectation that you act as a leader in your classes and in the school. President John Quincy Adams once said, if your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you are a leader. And I'm sure everyone has heard that character is how you act when no one else is watching. But Michael Josephson described it this way: people of character do the right thing even if no one else does. Not because they think it will change the world, but because they refuse to be changed by the world. So please understand that with this recognition comes a great deal of responsibility to maintain the highest possible standards for yourselves and for each of the other members of the National Honor Society. Congratulations. At this time, I would like to introduce our guest speaker for tonight. She is an active member in the local business community, providing the needed medicine to bring relief for all of our ailments. She attended UW-Whitewater, earning a bachelor's degree in cell biology with a minor in chemistry. Later, she attended UW-Madison and graduated from the pharmacy school. And most important of all, she's a former Mineral Point graduate. Please help me welcome Sarah Curry.
So I apologize, I'm not a strong public speaker, but I hope you enjoy my story. Don't worry, this shouldn't take too long. 20 years ago today, or 20 years ago, I too sat in these same seats. But where I am today is not where I thought I would be at that time. First, a little bit about myself. I grew up on a family dairy farm outside of Mineral Point. And as a farm girl, I learned a lot about hard work and dedication from my mom and dad. I spent summers in helping to hay, spent time in the calf shed, and helped clean out the bars after milking. One of my first jobs was working at the Royal Inn. I used to set up salads and I did the dishes. It was a shame I didn't learn how to cook when I spent my time there too. But I figured out fast that that was not the place or the job for me. The last 2 years of high school, I worked for Dodgeville Vet Service. I took care of the animals and I helped out in the office. I loved working with animals, especially the small animals. There was a time I thought a house full of dogs was going to be perfect for me, but not the small kinds. I wanted all large dogs, like St. Bernards, Great Danes, Golden Retrievers, and I decided that was a career I wanted to pursue. I graduated from Mineral Point High School as one of 4 valedictorians in 1999 and was accepted into UW-Whitewater to pursue my veterinary dreams. My freshman year at UW-Whitewater, I was picked by one of the biology professors to assist in research he was working on. The research involved 3-spined stickleback fish that were found around the world. Some of the fish were from Alaska, Iceland, Norway, and Japan. I was able to travel with that professor and another student to Alaska over my first summer break. The research was to study the mate selection among the different populations, and one of our findings was that even when the fish were paired with other populations from different parts of the world, the mate selection by females was based consistently on body size. By the way, Alaska was beautiful. Second year of college, I started to doubt my choice to become a vet. I was doing job shadowing at a local vet clinic in town, and some of the things I experienced there made me question my ability to do that kind of work. Considering a change in majors is never an easy decision. I had always wanted to be a vet, and if not, then what? You start asking yourself about what you want to do. I decided I wanted to help people. That's a little vague. Maybe something in healthcare. There's so many careers to choose from. Did I want to be a doctor? I didn't think so. Physician's assistant? No. Pharmacist? Maybe. I had no experience in pharmacy. How do I know if that's what I want to do? One of my good friends from high school's dad was a pharmacist. So I contacted Ed at Ivy's Pharmacy, and he agreed to hire me for the summer. It was a hard conversation I had to have with my research professor, because he wanted me to continue his research and help him over the summer too. But it was very important for me to find out if a pharmacist was the right fit for me. In the pharmacy, I worked mainly as a clerk, but the interactions I witnessed between pharmacists and patients made me feel like this was something I really wanted to do. Pre-pharmacy is a 2-year undergrad program. I had already had 2 years of school in it, but not all of the courses required. I completed 2 more years of school and finished my degree in cell biology, minor in chemistry, and graduated with honors in 2003 from UW-Whitewater. I was fortunate to be accepted into the UW-Madison pharmacy program the following year. I lived in Madison for 1 year, but city living was not for me. Way too many people. I married my now wonderful husband after the first year of pharmacy school. If you can't tell, he helped proofread my paper. We bought a house in Dodgeville and started commuting back and forth daily. School was hard. A lot of early classes, late nights, and long weekends of studying. You work hard and you do your best to get through it with little time for anything other than sleep and a meal or two. Through my last years at Whitewater and beginning parts of pharmacy school, I also gained experience working summers and weekends at the corner drugstore in Dodgeville and Kmart Pharmacy in Plateau. During my rotations the last year of school, I was able to work in a couple hospital pharmacies, but my main focus was community pharmacy. I graduated from UW-Madison Pharmacy School in 2007 and started working at Ivy's Pharmacy here in Mineral Point, Destin. In conclusion, you never know what path you may end up on. Part of the fun is the journey. Times get hard. Do not be afraid to ask for help. I would not be where I am today without the support of the people I love. I now own Ivy's Pharmacy. This new role is scary for me. There are a lot more responsibilities that are sometimes overwhelming. I had a great mentor in Ed and strive to make him and my family proud. I'm always learning and continually trying to adapt to changes and challenges in the healthcare field. But why come back to Mineral Point? It was at Ivy's Pharmacy that I decided a career in pharmacy was what I wanted to do. It is a chance to give back to a community that has given me so much. It is close to my family. Mom and Dad still run the family farm. I love the feeling of knowing most everyone who comes into the store by name. I'm excited to raise my own boys here, as it is where I grew up and where I call home. Today, instead of a house full of dogs, I have 3 boys who can be as wild as dogs some days. My final thought is, you never know what parts of your paths may pop up in the future. Just this past week, my research professor tracked me down and asked if I wanted to co-author a paper about our findings on the three spine stickleback fish. I have not thought about that research in years, and now 19 years later, I may be a co-author. I just wanted to end with a quote from Steve Jobs. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking, don't settle. I love what I do, and I hope you find something to be passionate about too. Thank you.
Good evening. I would first like to congratulate each of the students we are celebrating tonight and your families. Your achievements in scholarship, leadership, service, and character are being honored here tonight with your induction into the National Honor Society. An honor such as this is a wonderful way for the school and community to recognize and celebrate your dedication to high standards and respectful choices. I believe what should make you and your parents the most proud is not the actual honor itself, but what you have done to earn it. As Ralph Waldo Emerson said, the reward of a thing well done is to have done it. Any recognition is just icing on the cake, not to be expected, but definitely to be enjoyed. The 4 requirements for membership in which you have excelled, scholarship, leadership, service, and character, were not chosen at random. They are the core of a fulfilled and fulfilling life. The most important thing to remember is that each of these characteristics are the sum of many individual decisions. They embody a positive attitude backed by purpose. The only way to achieve your purpose is to take small actions every day. As American author Robert Collier once said, success is the sum of small efforts, repeated day in and day out. In the end, they all add up. My hope for you is that you will cultivate this attitude backed by purpose in your own life. At this time, I would like to invite the senior class of 2018 valedictorian Jacob Wedding and salutatorian Hans Miller to open the induction ceremony. They will be joined on the stage by 4-year members and current stage team captains Hawkins Schreiber and Daniel.
The emblem for the National Honor Society that you see on the cover of tonight's program is the Keystone and Flaming Torch. The Flaming Torch is the emblem of our purpose: to bear forward the searching light of truth, to lead that others may follow in the light, to keep burning in our school a high ambition for enduring values of life. These purposes are symbolized in the torch. We will now read the statements on the meanings of the 4 principles symbolized by the letters in the keystone.
Scholarship. The scholar is that man who must take up into himself all the ability of the time, all the contributions of the past, all the hopes of the future. He must be a university of knowledge. Ralph Waldo Emerson. The national qualification for NHS scholarship is a 3.0 cumulative GPA. All members of the Mineral Point High School NHS chapter must maintain a 3.6 cumulative GPA or above on a 4.0 scale.
Leadership. Student leaders are those who are resourceful, good problem solvers, promoters of school activities, idea contributors, dependable, and persons who exemplify positive attitudes about life. Leadership experiences can be drawn from school or community activities while working with or for others.
Character. The student of good character upholds principles and morality and ethics, is cooperative, demonstrates high standards of honesty and reliability, shows courtesy, concern, and respect for others, and generally maintains a good and clean lifestyle.
Service. This quality is defined through the voluntary contributions made by a student to the school or community, done without compensation and with a positive, courteous, and enthusiastic spirit.
We now invite the 2018 Pledge class to the stage for induction into the Honor Society.
Michaela Ackerman, daughter of Mark and Stephanie Ackerman. A role model of Michaela's throughout her life has been her great-grandmother, Marilyn, because she is the sweetest person that she knows. Michaela hopes that when she is her age, that she will have the same positive outlook on life.
Mara Ashman, daughter of David and Krista Ashman. A personal goal of Mara's is to attend a four-year university and pursue a degree in the medical field.
Preston Bakken, son of Eric and Kimberly Bakken. A personal goal of Carson's is to attend law school.
Matthew Berg, son of Paul and Sarah Berg. A role model of Matthew's is his older brother, Josh Berg, because he focuses on his goals and success and is a great big brother.
Megan Berg, daughter of Paul and Sarah Berg. A personal achievement of Megan's was making it to solo ensemble state for a classical solo.
Caden Carey, son of Shane and Tori Carey. A personal achievement of Caden's is being to the state individual wrestling tournament as both a sophomore and a junior.
Madison Fall, daughter of Kimberly White Fall and Tom and Michelle Fall. A personal goal of Madison's is to graduate as the valedictorian with a 4.0 GPA.
Reese Fetterman, daughter of John and Tricia Fetterman. A role model of Reese's has been her mother because she has taught her so much throughout her life that will be very helpful in the near future. Her mother is a fantastic role model because she is there to support Reese throughout everything, whether it's soccer or school. Reese hopes that one day she can be as amazing as her mom.
Zula Flannery, daughter of Sandra Peterson and Peter Flannery. A personal goal of Zula's is to have the opportunity to study abroad while in college.
Zoe Hay, daughter of Don and Lisa Hay. Zoe's role models are her mom and dad because she wishes to live a life as full as they are living.
Morgan James, daughter of Aaron and Christine James. A role model of Morgan's has been Phil Knight, co-founder of Nike, because he is one of the most successful entrepreneurs in the world, going from an accountant to the co-founder of one of the most notable brands in the world.
Caitlin Kinch, daughter of Kevin and Andrea Kinch. Caitlin's role models are her parents because they are kind and help people when they can. Caitlin hopes to be like them.
Josie Lindholm, daughter of Scott and Penny Lindholm. A personal goal of Josie's is to maintain good grades throughout the rest of her high school career so she can get into a good college and go to medical school.
Kyla Lindsay, daughter of Ryan and Danielle Lindsay. A personal goal of Kyla's is to continue her sports career playing college volleyball.
Miranda Ulrich, daughter of Jay and Betty Ulrich. A personal goal of Miranda's is to graduate college with a master's degree and pursue a career in physical therapy. Brady
Paulskill, son son of John and Jennifer Polsko. A role model of Brady's is Elon Musk because he is constantly pushing the envelope in multiple facets of science and engineering.
Danny Pitts, son of Troy and Teresa Pitts. A personal goal of Danny's is to maintain straight A's throughout all of high school.
McKenna Reichling, daughter of Patrick and Diane Reichling. McKenna wants to thank her older siblings, Whitney and Miles, for always pushing her to be better. She believes that they are the reason she is who she is today.
Dana Schmitz, daughter of Dawn and Stacy Schmitz. A personal goal of Dana's is to graduate high school with a 3.8 or higher GPA.
Abigail Shannon, daughter of Sean and Mary Jo Shannon. A personal goal of Abigail's is to be accepted to UW-Madison or University of California, Los Angeles.
We now ask that all new members join Jacob and Hans for the affirmation of the pledge.
Do you pledge yourself to uphold the high purpose of the National Honor Society to which you have been elected? Will you be true to the principles for which it stands? Will you be loyal to your school?
Will you maintain and encourage high standards of character, scholarship, leadership, and service? Please respond with, I do and I will.
I do and I will. On behalf of the faculty and students of Mineral Plain High School, I hereby accept these candidates as full members of the MPHS National Honor Society chapter. Congratulations to all of you. I hope you will honor the trust we have placed in you tonight. You may now take your seats. Mr. Wainwright and I would now like to honor the second-year members by sharing a tribute memory from the faculty. Danielle Bloom, daughter of Debbie Lou and Jerry Bloom. I have been lucky through my various roles in the Mineral Plain School District to know Danielle since she was in preschool. It has been a great pleasure watching her grow as a student into a competent leader in charge of her learning. In middle school, I watched as she read her way across the amazing AR reader board to well past 1 million words, even though most people would have thought she could not do that. The thing is, once Danielle is determined, there is no stopping her. She is not afraid to put herself out there and perform in public. You know what I mean if you saw her compete in the air guitar competition. I am so proud of how she has embraced the opportunities made available to her in high school and found a way to fit an incredible amount on her plate, including, but not limited to, forensics, music, drama, work, community service, family, friends, and more. I'll miss you next year, Danielle, and I wish you the best of luck in what you do. Love, Mrs. McCoy. Danielle will be attending North Dakota State University in the fall to pursue a degree in microbiology.
Madison Bowers, daughter of Mitch and Tricia Bowers. I have thoroughly enjoyed having Madison in my Spanish 2, 3, and 4 classes over the past 3 years. Madison is a very determined young woman. She has goals and works very hard to achieve them, whether they be in the classroom, as a cheerleader, singing in front of large crowds, or on a golf course. In addition, I have seen a side of Madison that many don't see. her compassion for others. Madison's grades are excellent, but being a kind and generous person with her time and helping others is a trait that both she and her family should be proud of. On many occasions, I have witnessed her helping fellow students who are frustrated, angry, depressed, and nervous. She has a calming effect on them and knows just what to say to help them get back on track. I wish you all the best in the future, Madison. I have no doubt that you will help many people along the way. Take care, and please come back to visit us here at MP. With love, Mrs. Wally. Madison will be attending the University of Dubuque in the fall. She will continue to play golf at the college level and pursue a degree in biology.
Abigail Calloway, daughter of Miles and Melissa Calloway. Abby is a caring, compassionate, and hardworking young lady whom I have had the pleasure of working with as a valued FBLA member and officer for the last 4 years. As a freshman member, she was shy, yet always eager to help out. I think she was just too polite to say no. She was apprehensive when I encouraged her to run for an officer position for her sophomore year, but she decided to challenge herself and hasn't stopped challenging herself since. She has developed her leadership skills and been a leading force in the growth, organization, direction, and successes in our Mineral Way FBLA chapter. She has always been willing to help out with any task that needed tackling, no matter how large or small, and I have been able to count on her completely. From decorating for meetings, to running to the store for supplies, making birthday cards, to preparing agendas, and moving tables to motivating members. She just pitches in and knows what needs to be done and will do what it takes. She is the first to arrive and the last to leave. She has integrity and a strong work ethic, which have been a huge asset in her high school career. She deserves a lot more thanks and credit than she receives for all the effort she puts in. When Abby found out that her team had not qualified for FBLA State Leadership Conference this year, she decided to find another way to attend. She learned that through completion of the Future, Business, and Leader Awards in the Business Achievement Awards program, she could attend state and earn recognition for her achievements. The BAAs are a series of educational, community service, and leadership activities which challenge members to expand their leadership skills and showcase their talents through a series of tasks, which, honestly, are quite time-consuming. I wasn't sure it could be done. When I asked our state FBLA advisor, David Thomas, if he thought someone could complete the 3 levels by the registration date, he said they would need to be a highly motivated individual. Abby is just that, highly motivated. I am so proud of Abby and work she put in to earn her way to state. She didn't stop there though, and is nearly finished with the 4th and final level of the BAA's America, which would earn her recognition at the FBLA National Leadership Conference in Baltimore, Maryland this summer. I am so proud of Abby, and I am honored to have gotten to know her over these past few years. I just can't thank her enough for all she has done for our chapter and for me. I will miss her dearly next year, but know that she will be working hard toward achieving her goal to become a nurse, and a great one she will be. Love, Mrs. Botkin. Abby will be attending the University of Wisconsin-Oshkosh in the fall to pursue a Bachelor of Science in nursing.
William Carrington, son of Pat and Paula Carrington. In the words of fireside poet Henry Wadsworth Longfellow, kind hearts are the gardens, kind thoughts are the roots, kind words are the flowers, kind deeds are the fruits. Take care of your garden and keep out the weeds. Fill it with sunshine, kind words, and kind deeds. From the day I ran across this young man as a freshman, this one word completely described him: kindness. I don't think you could find a teacher or a student in the school that would disagree. I've thoroughly enjoyed your engaged attitude, your sweet demeanor, and your true to the bone, willing to help others personality. It is without a doubt that I know your future will be bright, and you will continue to spread this positive attitude through the next phase of your life. This attitude, coupled with your work ethic and bright mind, are going to truly take you places. I'm thankful to have had the opportunity to teach you, Mr. Billy Carrington. Dare to live the life you have dreamed for yourself. Go forward and make your dreams come true. Emerson. Good luck and best wishes, Mrs. Stabler. Billy will be attending the University of Wisconsin-Oshkosh in the fall to pursue a degree in marketing.
Sierra Evans, daughter of Scott and Darcy Evans. One of my favorite things as a teacher is to watch these cute little kids grow up and become amazing adults. Sierra is a perfect example. In middle school, in walks this scrawny, shy little thing who had a smile from ear to ear. While I loved her then, in the past 4 years, she has grown to be such a beautiful and confident young woman. Her leadership skills have continually gotten stronger, which has helped her become such a great role model for younger students. I really enjoy her enthusiasm for art class and how she's always pushing herself to do better. Sierra definitely has such a strong passion for the world of art and shows it in and outside of class. She definitely has a wonderful future ahead of her, and I am glad that I have had the opportunity to work with her. She should be so proud. Love, Mrs. McCulley. Sierra will be attending the University of Wisconsin-Platteville in the fall to pursue a bachelor's degree in elementary education.
Evelyn Hendrick, daughter of Alexander and Angela Hendrick. Dear Evelyn, thank you for making my first years so memorable. I trust you to be honest when giving feedback and have come to ask for your input on a regular basis. I've always appreciated your hard work and unique personality and style in class and lessons, your sense of individual responsibility within a unified effort, and dedication to the program as a whole. Your ability to balance multiple interests and stressors has consistently served as an inspiration to your peers as well as myself. Your time as Morticia in the Addams Family was truly a learning curve for me, especially as it was my first attempt at directing and choreographing. I heavily relied on your dance expertise to help me gauge what was physically feasible, and your multifaceted interest and full schedule to aid me in adjusting my expectation of high school students. And of course, your efforts did not stop there. You even helped to create props and set pieces, then volunteered to serve on the production crew for Shrek. Your work ethic, artistry, and willingness to progress musically were evident in every single competition and festival you partook in. You served as a strong role model, with or without knowing it, in the classroom, on the Opera House stage, and throughout the community. Know that the vocal program and many of your peers have depended on your natural talent, desire to improve, and leadership skills. Such assets will take you far regardless of what endeavors you choose to take on. Thank you for helping to build up the vocal program and leaving a terrific legacy for others to learn from and to aspire to. I've thoroughly enjoyed witnessing your growth as a singer, artist, and person over the last 2 years, and I'm blessed to have had the opportunity to work with you during such formidable years. For the both of us, never stop learning, creating, or performing. I hope you know that you can always come back home. Best wishes, Miss McHugh. Evelyn will be attending Otis College of Art and Design in California in the fall, where she plans to study visual arts and pursue a fine arts degree.
Elena McCardle, daughter of Dean McCardle. Dear Elena, I remember first meeting you when you were a 6th grade band member, but at that time, nothing really stood out to me about you. You were just a normal, average, everyday 6th grader who happened to be pretty good at the flute. This opinion of mine completely changed when you were in 8th grade. I really remember you playing in a jazz combo at one of the concerts. In my mind, I was thinking how cool it was to see you, this crazy talented but rather shy flute player, playing and soloing in a jazz combo. Flutes don't do that. I realized that you must be a really unique person to want to do something so out of the box for flutes. It has been a joy watching you come out of your shell these past few years. You took it upon yourself to learn the piccolo solo in You Can Call Me Al. Too bad the pep band wasn't able to ever really get the song worked up, so we could have let you shine on your piccolo more often. Elena, you have developed into an extremely smart and dedicated young woman. The conversations we have held show a person with determination and opinions. Those will take you far in this world. Elena, I think you are one of the nicest, most respectable students I have ever had, and I am honored to have been your music instructor. Congratulations, Elena. Sincerely, Magna Res. Elena plans to attend the University of Wisconsin-La Crosse in the fall to pursue a degree in accounting.
Hans Miller, son of Gerhard and Ling Miller. In 20 years of teaching, I cannot recall a student who is truly kind at heart as Hans Miller. Hans is very dedicated, extremely hardworking, exceptionally bright, and a gifted writer. But what has made him stand out to me is his genuine, caring compassion for those around him. Hans came to our school in the middle of his high school career, and it was clear from the start that he was very intelligent and inquisitive. Now, having had the opportunity to teach Hans and having participated on our mock trial team, I am more fully aware and appreciative of the wonderful person he is. I know I would not be the only Minter Point staff member who would say, I would enjoy teaching a class full of students like Hans Miller. I'm proud to have played a role in assisting and teaching Hans, and I'm happy to have seen him develop into a very thoughtful and intelligent young man who is ready to engage in his civic responsibilities and be a leader in his community. Congratulations, Hans. Terry Kuhl. Hans plans to attend the University of Wisconsin-Madison in the fall and pursue a degree in biology.
Jacob Mollers, son of Ted and Audrey Mollers. Jacob Mollers is a young man of few words, but many talents. Jacob is a welder, carpenter, mentor, landscaper, and outstanding student. I am always amazed by the different things Jacob has going on in his life. Jacob has the talent to turn ordinary silverware into decorative art, or be a state FFA qualifier in wildlife management. He is a top-ranked FFA member in the state with his landscaping work over the summer, and is willing to take on building sheds for a summer job. I think Jacob is always up for a challenge, especially if it makes him have to think outside the box. He always has a smile and is willing to give it a try. Congratulations, Jacob, and good luck with your future. I look forward to hearing about your success. Sincerely, Mr. Robinson. Jacob will be attending the University of Wisconsin-Madison in the fall to pursue a degree in biology.
Amanda Murphy, daughter of Robert and Lori Murphy. The thing that I will remember the most about Amanda is her everyday 4th-hour ritual of walking into my room, smiling and yelling, "Hey, Mr. A." It's not difficult to describe the type of person that Amanda is. Words such as positive, energetic, sincere, passionate, and bubbly come to mind. She has a knack for being able to completely change a person's mood simply by being herself and treating others with respect. As a student, I always appreciate her willingness and desire to succeed in any class that she took, her unwavering drive to make sure everyone is included, and outstanding character. As she moves into the next chapter of her life, I hope she never loses these qualities. The future that she holds is very bright and will no doubt be exciting as her passion is evident in all areas of school. I wish you the very best in everything you do. Sincerely, Matt Austin. Amanda will be attending the University of Wisconsin-La Crosse in the fall to pursue a degree in biology.
Sydney Owens, daughter of Todd and Jan Owens. F. Scott Fitzgerald once said, "It was only a sunny smile and cost little in the giving, but like morning light it scattered the night and made the day worth living." There has not been one time in my 4 years of knowing Sydney that this quote has not held true. She has always greeted me with a warm smile and a happy hello. I feel very fortunate to have gotten to know Sydney over the past 4 years as her teacher, as her math team coach, and now as her NHS advisor. As this time has gone by, I have had the pleasure of seeing what a great student and person Sydney truly is. She is a mature, intelligent, and motivated young woman. While Sydney's high school life has been very busy, working as a certified nursing assistant, participating in nearly every co-curricular and service club that Mentor Point High School has to offer, taking a challenging course load, and leading the percussion section for the past 2 years, she has certainly been able to successfully juggle it all. Sydney, I am confident that you will make a wonderful addition to the medical field as you pursue your dreams. I wish you all the best, and I look forward to watching you achieve all of your goals. Love, Mrs. Miller. Sydney will be attending the University of Wisconsin-La Crosse in the fall to major in biology on a pre-medical track. After pursuing a degree in biology, she plans to apply to medical school to pursue her dream of becoming an anesthesiologist.
Brady Roberts, son of Gary and Julie Roberts. Deliberate, an adjective. Done consciously and intentionally. In the 4 years that I've had the privilege of knowing Brady Roberts, I can say that he is amazingly deliberate in all his actions. I've never seen Brady make an off-the-cuff remark, have a knee-jerk reaction, or rush through any task he was doing simply to have it done. In our fast-paced world, too many of us are willing to simply fly by the seat of our pants. We could all learn a lot from Brady's think first, act second approach to life. Deliberate also implies intent. By that definition, Brady is deliberately kind, deliberately nice, deliberately honest, deliberately hardworking, and deliberately successful. I want to thank Brady for being an outstanding role model for other students to emulate, and for his will to always be the best version of himself that he can be, deliberately. Congratulations and best of luck, Brady. Sincerely and deliberately, Mr. Stagger. Brady will be attending UW-Stevens Point in the fall to pursue a degree in wildlife biology.
Hawken Schreiber, son of Ruth and Jean Schreiber. I've never heard a student's name mispronounced so many times. I've never known a student to have more than double the typical number of math teachers. I've never had so many delightful conversations with a student. We can discuss in great detail anything from advanced calculus, to music, to Lederhosen, to law, to reverse cruise control, to Benoit Mendelbrot. Hawken Schreiber is a fabulous student with tremendous potential and unique perspective. In areas where his ability and interest overlap, he is outstanding and nothing can stand in his way. I sincerely hope he finds something that he is passionate about and works relentlessly to achieve amazing things. Hawken is a motivated, hardworking, and attentive student, as well as a mature, pleasant, and helpful young man. You have a lot to be proud of, Hawken. Congratulations and good luck. Best, Mr. McWilliams. Hawken has been accepted to UW-Madison and Emory University and plans to major in biochemistry or neuroscience on the pre-medical track.
Samantha Schultz, daughter of Donald and Amanda Schultz. Sam Schultz is a student that will stick in my memory for several reasons. Her warm personality, her kindness, and her work ethic. Sam is one of the students who went out of her way to help me feel welcome as a new teacher at MPHS. She and another student came and spoke with me after school one day about their realizations around the expectations of the class and how they could see that the material we were covering would truly be helpful for them in the future. Sam's timing was impeccable, and I still appreciate that she initiated that conversation. It is an example of her willingness to go above and beyond expectations. I know that she found AP English to be challenging at times, but she maintained a positive attitude, asked questions, and did not give up. Her dedication to excellence and her perseverance through challenges are characteristics that are going to help her succeed as she pursues a career in physical therapy. I wish you all the best, Sam. Sincerely, Ms. Roscovius. Samantha will be attending either Northern Michigan University or UW-Stevens Point in the fall to pursue a degree in physical therapy.
Madeline Siegenthaler, daughter of Dean and Jolena Siegenthaler. There is a major distinction between being nice and being genuinely kind. Kindness emerges from someone who's confident, compassionate, and comfortable with herself. A kind person is loving and giving out of the goodness of her heart. This is what I think of when asked to describe Maddie Siegenthaler. I have had the privilege to work with Maddie both in and out of the classroom for the past 4 years. What I most respect about Maddie is her honesty and commitment. She is not afraid to disagree with someone, but is able to do it with respect and maturity well beyond her age. Her character is one that Ralph Waldo Emerson would champion. He is not afraid to stand against the masses for what he believes in. What I will most miss about Maddie next year is her bright smile and joyful laugh. I am confident she will succeed in the next phase of her life after watching the discipline she has exercised the last 4 years throughout managing and school. Not to mention accepting long weekend filming and staying in hotels the last 3 years without complaining too much. I will miss you tons, Maddie. Thanks so much, Scott Schmitz. Maddie will be attending a 4-year university in the fall to pursue a degree in political science.
Martina Steffens, daughter of Larry and Tabitha Steffens. One of the best things about working in a small school district is getting the opportunity to know students through the years, watching them grow, mature, and excel. No one can tell what the future holds, but I knew Martina was special all the way back during middle school marching band color guard. She was very coachable, took direction well, and was polite. Qualities not all middle schoolers possess. She also was a conscientious worker who strived to do her best. As high school began, it was clear Martina had passion and talent for the sport of gymnastics. But what she lacked was a little luck. A series of serious injuries unfortunately ended her competitive career in the sport she loves. It would have been easy for her to walk away from the sport completely, but being the hard worker she is, Martina has never been about finding the easy way out. She served as a manager and coach, helping to provide encouragement and advice to her teammates while the Dodge Point program soared to newfound levels of success the past 2 years. Martina's competitive spirit also shines through in FFA, where she was a national qualifier in livestock judging, as well as being a pioneer for females on the trap shooting team, placing high at the state competition. Most recently, Martina led the school-wide effort encouraging her classmates to walk up and be more friendly to each other, knowing kindness is something there can never be enough of. Martina isn't afraid to stand up for what she believes in, but she does so with tact and intelligence. Her bright smile, quick wit, and compassion for others will continue to open many doors for her. Best of luck, Martina. I look forward to what the future holds in store for you. Joelle Doy, Communications Director. Martina will be attending UW-Madison in the fall to major in biology for her undergraduate degree in hopes of pursuing a career as a physician's assistant.
Jacob Weddick, son of Peter and Kimberly Weddick. I have been fortunate enough to have had Jacob in my classes from his freshman year on. I learned early on that he was a polite young man that did not shy away from a challenge. As a freshman, Jacob took one of my hardest classes, Principles of Engineering, and fought his way through it, earning himself college credit. Although Jacob has always come through academically, I would like to focus on what kind of a man he has become, from the freshman who was finding his way to the man he is now. I have watched him grow every year and have been lucky enough to have him as a Skills USA officer this year, where he has played a large role in the success of the club. Through the years, I have been witness to a man that has learned problem-solving skills, integrity, compassion, and fortitude. Jacob has always been there and come through when needed, whether it be after school, before school, during RTI, weekends, and more. He is a pleasure to be around, and I am so happy to have had the opportunity to know him. I look forward to seeing what adventures he is going to take, problems he will solve, and mountains he will climb. I will miss him and wish him luck in the future. Technology education teacher, Kyle Carey. Jacob will be attending the University of Wisconsin-Platteville in the fall to pursue a degree in mechanical engineering.
On behalf of the Middle Point High School chapter of the National Honor Society, I would like to thank everyone for attending tonight's ceremony. It is important that I thank Sarah Dury for being here with us tonight, the Kiwanis organization for their continued support of this event, Mrs. Janet Lovinger for ordering plaques for the members, Ben Basting, Morgan Vondra, and Jenna Wennick for baking the cake and creating the punch back there. I'm just kidding, they were serving it. At this time, the members will have their pictures taken, and I would invite all guests to enjoy the cake and refreshments. Thank you very much.